sports. It's in the game.
Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Pumped up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big balls, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross.
The first contest played here is still the highest attended game in NFL history. And crowds pushing 80,000 continue to arrive every time the league plays at Estadio Azteca here in Mexico City. Hello all, Kate Scott up here in the booth, and joining me as always, my partner Brock Hewart. All right, Brock, everyone hoping we see a competitive contest here, and both teams feel they can provide that.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I mean, you just stack these two teams up. We've all done our homework. They've done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything else. But by all accounts, the numbers will tell you, the talent will tell you, we're going to have a competitive chess match, and I can't wait to watch it.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later. Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance. This offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. They'll throw again. Nix. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to get mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can things up. James knew back when I was coming up. Didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No, R&R, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face, in my face, in my face, in my face. That's how I'm still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
Hey, yo, fresh out the fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fate now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole tape, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out Yaya, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. Ay, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. In motion right is Jones. Right to the air goes Nix. Rolling to his right. Complete to Newsom. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Dancing to his left. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. It leads to a first down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Now it's Nix. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Following the interception, Winston flush to his right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jameis Winston. A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he returns this to the 22.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
A try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
Fights off the tackle at the 20.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 25 yards that time.
To throw is Nix.
Airing it out deep for Smith.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Snatched by the safety Ed Reed.
And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Julio Jones, 51 yards.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right?